The answer is right, finally through, yes, so through past the championship gentleman Neil Going, who is now back down in the position which he started, so back down to 4th place for the championship leader. So that's how the champions row. Mr. Jensen and Neil Going when he went through. So 3rd place, Alexander the still coming there in 2nd position. Having a little nibble there again though on the run up towards the bomb hole this time through. He's got Harry Blur right behind him as well. Remember the number 11 car is the car that's carrying that 10-second penalty. This day, having filled that 4.2 seconds gap, now he maintains control the pace from the front. Matching pace through the first next by Bradford. Quicker than Brad. Getting up to 4th place. Harry Blur really has pulled away after this suffocating shot. What we believe is later on, stick at it, never give up, and it looks as though Max Farm in the UK in 2022. Yeah, delighted with that. He turns his way out of the bomb hole. I look towards the chorus for the final time. He's in the class of the field. It's taking long to get past Alan. You don't have to soak up the pressure from Alan. He'll then just edging away all of the time. He's not going to pick up the extra points for the fastest lap. That's going to go the way through and win round 6 of the 2026 TCR UK Championship here at snetterton. Max Hart claims the win. Brits finishes 2nd place. That's a solid drive from him. And then he looks back to 3rd place. That's the first of the IB coaches there in 3rd place. again this time through, and as they come over the start-finish line, it is a new fastest lap of the race for Ollie Wilmot. 2 minutes 16.122, and he has closed the gap down to 0.5 of a second. Freddie Hewitt just said he's not quite caught yet, so still got time in which to do so. The difficulty is pushed on that lap to set the new fastest lap of the race. That potentially might pick him up an extra championship point. What's that done to the tyres on a warm day again? Is he going to, well, not regret it, but is he going to find out that there is, unfortunately, a consequence as a result of that? If you push so hard, you might just overwork the tyres a little bit, and then the next lap, it's not quite with you again, the car. At the moment, there's about 5% braking area of the Hog East. Still the grey car of Freddie Hewitt leading the way, still the white car with the black and the red flashes of Ollie Wilmot sitting there in second place. Adrian Linky, who had been hanging on to them in third, has lost a further second on that lap, so he's now 1.8 seconds adrift. Then it's John Wyatt from Ben Trundley, and then it's no longer Ian Trundley in the field position because we just had a change. That is now Simon Sinfield, yesterday's retiree, working his way now up inside the top 6. He started 14th on the grid. And as for the Cooper class, well, it's still Jacob Heath that leads that. It's still going to be Daniel Truman from Jacob Baldry from Daniel Lloyd, second, third and fourth in the Cooper class, but Truman, Baldry and Lloyd are still locked together as they head round through Palmer this time through, actually fighting over second, third and fourth in the class overall, albeit that's 15th, 16th and 17th in the race. But that's been good value again, as I say, the Cooper class usually provides some brilliant racing. Not so much for the lead of the race, because Jacob Heath is 4 seconds up the road from them now, but second, third and fourth, they've had a real ding-dong of a battle. Now, our race leader, Freddie Hewitt, comes through now, and where is Ollie Wilmot? Because he did not come through on that lap, and quick gaze around the areas of the circuit that I can see, Ollie Wilmot has gone missing somewhere, because his car did not come through. Adrian Linky came through in second place, John Wyatt's there in third. Ollie Wilmot has come through but has dropped to fourth, so he did come through, but just not with the race leaders. He's lost the best part of 10 seconds on that lap, and it was an off in the final sector that I didn't quite catch, so that's why he's lost time there. 58 seconds, nearly 59 seconds through the final sector, so he's had some sort of problem. That's dropped him into fourth position. And then Freddie Hewitt, that's really going to take the pressure off of this final lap, because he is now 2 seconds clear of the second place car of who is going to be on for what is jointly his best result of the season. Second place at Pembrey, round 7 of the championship. John Wyatt, he's on for third, and that would be his best result of the season. He finished fourth yesterday, which was his best. He's going to go onto the podium 1 step higher this time through. Still leading R53 classes. The car is there in fifth place, and that's number 16, Ben Trundley. He still leads R53 comfortably so, because he's fifth, 8th in the race. That's when you see the car that's second in the R53 class, which is going to be Chris Johnson on 219. And as for the Cooper class, well, they go over the start-finish line, still busy squabbling away. Jacob Heath still leading 1 seconds from Dan Truman, Jacob Baldry, and 2 come along at once, and both of them are going to come at his local circuit there in second position. You can see the big Dayglow flashes on the car that's there in second position. And when he sways, he's there in third at this stage. So Anthony Campbell's up into around 6th position at the moment. That would have been from 9th on the grid. And Josh Files, I think, has made up about 6 places already from his start at the very tail end of the order. So, as expected, Josh Files started to pick things up. I think it was a sensor issue on his car yesterday, so I think it was the inlet temperature sensor that had failed on his car in the very, very hot conditions. And the team were happy that everything was alright, but Josh came back into the pit lane and ultimately retired the car. The man who see Will Butler is 4th, Jake Hewlett, number 17, is there in 5th. Alice Enkamp was still 6th at the end of that lap, so from 9th up to 6th place. A good progress made from him for 3 places gained. We also saw Spencer Stevenson gain 4 places. Yesterday's race winner Dave Marshall gained 5 places, but the best place gainer at the moment. But of course, we've still got 10 minutes of this race to go. Gaps will open up a bit more, so not that far down. But he's still comfortably outside the top 10.
time that 10-second penalty has been applied. Now on lap number 3 at this stage. First flying lap completed. Matt Wilkins therefore has set the fastest lap of the race. 2 minutes 11.140, and most of the cars towards the sharp end are in sort of the 2 minutes 11s. That was Josh Files' time, despite getting 5 places. 2 minutes 12.6, but of course he's got lots of cars trying to overtake, so it's not surprising that his lap time is a little bit slower than others. And I'm not sure that Josh Files is going to find a great deal of clean air in this one. He got another 1.8 seconds to catch the next car ahead, and that next car ahead of him was going to be Sean Dunstable, who would appear not to have come through, and into the pit lane. One of the cars that was hoping might make progress on the back of the grid. Jack Russell had problems yesterday. The number 19 car is in the pit lane today, and we have a drive-through penalty. Car number 84 is showing both on the electronic timing board above the start-finish line, but also on my timing screen, and I cannot shed any light on what that might be for. I'm not sure if Matt can. Matt Wilkins received the information last time he came over the start-finish line that he will have a drive-through penalty. Is he going to serve that, or is he going to argue it out at the end of the race? Now, Hugh Palmer, he's looking to try and put the Volvo CLS through. Back on it, off again. Number 10 MAN, who's 10th overall and second in Division 2. Towards the end of the lap, falling away again slightly. They spread their way out of Williams and onto the Bentley straight, but first sector brings you through Ritchie's and up towards Wilson End, and then down towards Palmer, and it's roughly where Phil Bar and Restaurant is. That's the end of the first sector. The second section brings you round to Anstey. It's now heading back out, but you can see it's still fairly smoky. It is, yeah, I mean, we've done a lot to clean up truck racing, ejectors sticking or something like that. Not entirely sure, but mechanics and the officials, more than anything, are happy, so they're sending it back in. The only driver into the 2:27s now, 2:27.970 from Craig Reed. So that will give him, at the moment, the extra championship points. It's still his brother Simon that's there in third, ahead of Dave Jenkins, who's fourth. Jake Evans, he'll be disappointed he hasn't got the pace of Callum Easton to match his Division 2 pace, but equally as much as we're pleased he's actually out on track for the first time since qualifying yesterday. John Howland to the final podium spot in Division 2. Third. Now I need to be careful here because again through the first sector. Last time we saw that he was 0.3 of a second slower than the second race. 28 into the 27s. But what the second sector looked like from him, they go through into the and as they come through, there are 5 seconds remaining on the clock, so on to the last lap of the race. Another lap of the race. The second win of the 10 a.m. behind that gate. Second position. Second, but we look to be a bit wiggly there under acceleration. Trying to boost the truck up, coming out of Agostini. When we get onto the brake, so off the reasonable stop, then it's a back out 15 time, long 4 places, so qualifying well, which is what the rest of today has not gone well. Places have gone well. There's a leading pattern heading into and out of Agostini. And on the hobbies, it is going to be Tom Justice, I think, is there in 4th place. Is it at this stage? So it is. Right behind him. Yes, he is leading from Oggies. He's able to nip his way through on Patrick Sharpegger. I think he's now up into 4th position. Again, we'll get all of that confirmed because he's down the start-finish line. So that's the head of the month score when they head down the Benton Straight this time through. And they'll be heading down there shortly because there will be infill section of the Snetterton 300 just heading up towards Agostini at the moment. Right, still leading the way by 2/10, but this time through the first sector it's gone back out by 2/10, so it is sort of bouncing around a little bit, that lead advantage. 4 minutes of the race still to go at this stage before everybody will pack things away and head to what will be Brands Hatch. Leads the race here, up forward, very in 9th place, and he's going to pick up a 10-second penalty. Didn't really see his car creep. At the end of the first lap from Max Hall in 2nd place. Now, another weave his way through a past Rolf McGovern, who's there in 4th position at the moment. Max Hall is going to pick him off. I think he's going to come out of Oggies. Yes, he does. To the Irishman, race 1 winner goes through. Hamilton drops down into what will be Silver's line. So they are on their way to it. They're not far away. So, they will all be with each other. So it's just about going from double former champions to 2012 racing, of course, in the British Touring Car Championship. Sorry, John McHenry. Murray. Cole Bordley in 2nd place. It's a man there, the night road. Curve and respect the tarmac. In centre, they can pick through your car, and you can't argue the case. Brake control left and right, it's a couple together that any halving contact pattern goes beyond the white line or beyond the red line painted curve. Red line painted curve, can't run under through tarmac, and Cole Bordley really has done that on a couple of occasions. Join in on the front. Now the Benton Straight, Nelson, he was the race. The car that started in the pit lane on Wilmot went through and see if it could work its way into the lead of the Cooper class. An undercut coming out of the corner is what Jacob Heath is after, and he's almost got his nose alongside the back wheel of Jacob Baldry. They're going to go towards Hamilton absolutely together. They come out of Hamilton. We've had the change for the lead of the Cooper class. Jacob Heath has left it very late in the race, but has finally gone through into the lead of the Cooper class. Jacob Baldry though fights back on the exit of Hoggie's corner. There's a little puff of smoke, which means there must have been a bit of contact between the pair of them, and towards the tail end of the field. When they're out wide themselves, when they're out down there, they don't know what a catch that is to play. Oliver looks to try and draw himself alongside, so it's the Iveco from the MAN and from Volvo today. Of Dave Jenkins is able to get Agostini hairpin, and then there's problems for Sammy Oyenan coming out of the hairpin. He's very slow indeed coming out of Agostini, as though he might have had a problem. And we saw, I think, also problems for one of the Harleys down there, and also Archie Hampton had a problem down there at Agostini, so I'm not sure whether that was all the same incident or whether there might have been something doing down there. There's a couple of trucks down. One diesel built onto the circuit yesterday with problems. And COVID, not the same, because the driver was saying it was very different than when the diesel was built yesterday. And now venturing straight in towards Brundle and Nelson for the first time. Lower. Drop behind it coming out of that speed, when it picks up, once they're in this place, maybe there's now got a little bit of bridge down again as well. Again at the same time, so you can catch if you can get your front boosted on onto the corner a little bit quicker, but then you can't shake on the brake. Second place, despite the fact that Oyenan are getting together as well. Neil Yates tries to recover and Threadis went past the ball as well at the wheel of his Division 1 machine. Seventh bracket, giving it 27.591. So 27 as well. Point still will go with the fastest lap. Those extra points, even on the fastest lap, could be something simple like that that there's all that changes between the sixth and the championship. You're scoring good points in every single race so far. Now, Brayfeld goes towards Oliver again, trying to see if he can unlock the door to second place, draws himself pretty much halfway alongside Nathan Smith's MAN as they head down towards the braking area for Brundle and Nelson. As Oliver is not going to make it through this time until Nathan Smith that hangs on to second place with 8 minutes of the race still to go. Any one of 1-5 trucks still in the lead of the race. Callum Easton still leading with Easton. Takes a little bit, but not by much. Still got enough in hand in it to from John Howe, I think at this stage. Yes, he has, yeah. I was fearful for a moment that there might be a battle that we need to keep an eye on there in Division 2, but no, we're absolutely fine. We're concentrating on this going on. Right at the top end of Division 1.
delivered, almost the way worry about what's going on behind. There's a big rear view camera system that basically structural having to be on. Take them on the radio airway for just make sure that the car is far enough away and again got that close to him as they head down the best straight I think goes. So there they are from Volvo. That's still the top three in this one. We are into the final minute of this race as well. So it should be through to take the checkered flag this time through, or at least just down towards zero. I think there might be another lap actually. So Simon Reed pushing hard in the lead of the race. He's going to appear back into sight as he heads round through the bottom hole and up towards chorus. 30 seconds remain on the clock.